An extremely bullish thing just happened in gold where it upheld a key level to keep its uptrend intact. And in this video, I'm going to outline the gateway to the all-time highs and potentially new all-time highs for not only gold, but also silver. Now, silver actually upheld a level that kept it in a decent place, but silver still has a lot of work to do in order to become bullish. I'm going to show you these levels on the chart right now, and I'm going to show you where we called them out. If you are not familiar with who I am, my name is Drew Wolfer. I am the founder of Nordic Alpha, and I'm a pro trader inside of the metals markets, gold, silver, even crypto, the S&P, and we'll outline some of that for you in this video as well. But before we do that, we have to get into the topic at hand, which is gold. Now, I want to show you the level that we upheld that is extremely bullish for gold right now. So we all know that we had this ascending triangle that was happening where we had this pivot point right up here that we kept rejecting from, finally closed a candle above it, which gave us a little bit of strength. Now, the other thing that we did was we also broke market structure to the upside here, taking the 1 hour chart from a downtrend up to an uptrend, and then we actually continued that trend right here, which is a key distinction because whenever you are in a downtrend from a market structure perspective, what you need to see is not only breaking the structure and then shifting that market structure to the uptrend, but then also a follow-through break of structure after that where you close a candle above that previous high, thus ensuring that you are continuing that uptrend. And we actually did uphold that uptrend, which is extremely bullish for gold. And what I was talking about in our previous video was we really needed to uphold this level right here because there was a key level right here. Obviously, there's the bottom end of the ascending triangle, and this was a key retracement level right here. And I'll show you exactly what that level was. It was the 0.5 retrace. And I actually called this level out on the 11th. We posted this about 9:50, where I was calling out this level from the 0.5 to the 0.618, right where that key level was. And we actually gave out a trade inside of the trade setups channel where I called this out and said, hey, you know, here's what your parameters are going to be in order for that trade to hit, blah, blah, blah. And in any case, it hit perfectly fine. Now, some people had to take that trade because they weren't already in this trade that we gave out last week where we absolutely are crushing it. What we are seeing now is that we have broken market structure to the upside, we have confirmed the bullish structure, and then we have upheld the equilibrium retrace, which is the 0.5 of this move from this swing low to this swing high. This is your first key level, about $4,900. You really just want to stay above that level so that we can keep this ascending triangle. And then second to that, we have the 1 hour market structure shift lows where we would shift to a downtrend if we closed a 1 hour candle under this. Now, ultimately, you have to uphold this level to stay in the uptrend because this is where your 4 hour, your 12 hour, and your 1 day lows are by not closing any candles under that level. Now, public service announcement, the 1 hour, the 12 hour, the 1 day, the 1 week, and the 1 month charts on gold are all in an uptrend. The only chart that is in a downtrend right now are your midterm charts like your 4 hour. So where do we actually break that? Unfortunately, we don't break that until we close a 4 hour candle above the all-time high. But this is one of the reasons why I'm saying that gold is actually still extremely bullish here. Now let's talk about silver because silver is inherently different. This is actually the long that we gave out on silver as well, right at a key level. And we said, look, if gold retraces its 0.5, it's likely that silver is going to retrace its 0.5 as well, and look exactly what it did. Boom, perfect retrace to the 0.5. We also had the naked VWAP level down here at the 0.618. So long as we upheld this level, we were going to be looking to be taking longs and moving upwards potentially, and that's only for people that weren't already in this trade right here and potentially still in that long trade that we gave out last week. So now, silver has a little bit harder of a move up, in my opinion. Silver, from a market structure perspective, just silver itself isn't as bullish as gold, and technically it's not bullish at all from the short-term charts time frames, okay? You've got your 1 hour, your 4 hour, and your 12-hour charts are all in a downtrend, okay? Your 1 day, your 1 week, your 1 month, all in an uptrend. We need something to break in order for us to start confirming that we are back in an uptrend. And where is that break going to happen? Well, the first place that we need to see it break, which we already did get a break of this, but it's your prior double top right here at about 82.50. Second to that, we need to close candles above this and just get back above it. But ultimately, we have to close a candle on a 1 hour, 4 hour, and 12-hour basis above $92. So silver has a lot of work to do. And so long as we don't close a 12-hour and a daily candle under that level, we can still think about heading up to the $92 level and then ultimately to our old pivot point that we lost, which is going to be right under that $100 level, okay? This is a long-term uptrend pivot point that we lost here. Back tested it. We actually shorted that, and we really need to get back above that if we're going to start thinking about coming back up here. Now, in order for us to continue market structure to the upside, in order for us to continue that, we have to close a candle above the all-time high, $121. Now, a quick public service announcement. I have a lot of videos coming out diving deep into the silver markets and helping you understand what is moving in the background and why silver could probably potentially stay down, right? But also why it's going to have a harder path to get up to those all-time highs, way harder than gold. First and foremost, because silver has a lot more ground to make up, and then second, because it is in downtrends on some of our critical charts. Now, the one thing I do want to say is that one of those check marks that could send gold and silver flying, first off, gold, first and foremost, which could then in turn make silver fly, right, is going to be the S&P, okay? And the S&P, I've actually ripped put trades, which are short trades on the S&P 3 times. I ripped a short trade right here. I ripped a short trade right here that we called out inside of NORDIC Alpha, all of these, and I ripped a short trade right here. I'll probably take profits somewhere down here. But if the S&P continues to fall as it is, right, we will probably see gold and silver starting to fly high, okay, especially because when these markets sell off, money doesn't just leave the market and go into people's JP Morgan Chase account. What markets actually do is they rotate that money from the S&P, from the crypto markets, into other markets, whether that be Forex to the USD pairs, or whether that be to most likely gold, and then through osmosis is going to also go into silver, platinum, palladium, copper, and things of that sort. Because when we see these massive markets like the S&P tanking, we see flights to safe havens if the dollar is not strong, and let's call it what it is. The dollar is not super strong right now, and there are a lot of things moving in the background against the dollar, and if you want to know what those things are, pay attention for the videos that I am bringing out in the coming days that dive into the gold and silver market. And obviously, if you want to be in the know, no matter what, get inside of NORDIC Alpha. The prices will go up in 2026. That I assure you, probably very soon. We offer discounts for 3, 6, and 12-month memberships. As it sits right now, those discounts likely will not last in 2026 as well. So get in where you fit in, and I will see you in there.